Chat, hello, how is it going? Welcome in to this week's Scrim School ScrimCast. I am your host, Bobby Sox. I do PvP things. If you are new to the ScrimCast, what we do here is I have two guests on each week. We chat about the game, about tournaments, about scrims, about PvP. You guys get to ask any questions you want. It is an open forum. And then from there, we switch over after about an hour and we run actual tournament scrims. So let's bring in the guests. I don't know where Calico is, so he might be sleeping. This could be a problem. Ruh-roh. All right, we're gonna switch over. Myrin, how's it going?
Going great, man.
I believe Calico might have fallen asleep.
That is unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. It's all right. We'll keep running.
Alrighty.
We'll just chat the two of us then. I'm down with that.
Sounds good.
And then if he wakes up, then we'll drag him in and he can catch up for lost time.
Alrighty.
Why don't you start it off? Introduce yourself. What makes you tick?
Alright, well, I'm Myrin. I've been playing Destiny on and off since D1 beta. I'm really into PvP. I stream Comp Help, Trials Help, and occasionally Scrims.
Perfect. What do you do on your free time?
Just hang out with people, play some other games.
Okay. I dig it. Literally #1 thrower in scrims. Yeah, I feel that. Cool. So, how long you been playing Destiny for?
Since the D1 beta. I took some breaks, but I've been playing like most seasons.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome, actually. So you started a D1 beta. Were you always a PvP player, or did you play...
Yeah, I was never big into the PvE side.
Gotcha. I mean, hey, at least you have a good base to build off of. So you're like 6 years in on PvP.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Well, shit. Let's dive into it. So, what do you main? What's your main class and subclass, Myron?
I main Goldie on a Hunter.
Ooh. Okay. It's interesting not to hear a Arc Staff Hunter for a minute. Hell yeah, dude. Have you always played Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's been my main since D1 for sure.
You ever dabble into any of the other classes, or you just...
Yeah, I've played others, but Hunter is definitely my favorite.
That's awesome, actually. That makes it a lot easier for sure. Holy shit. Fuck, how you feeling about the game right now? Let's talk to Twab. How you feeling about it? Obviously, you read it. The changes come Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Stasis Hunter being nerfed, because that's probably the biggest problem we have right now, next to Behemoth, obviously. The shurikens are just, the 90 damage is a little bit too much for one shuriken,
Right. Yeah, I feel that. I am sad to say that I'm definitely one of those types that jumped on the stasis wagon, I guess you could say.
Yeah, most people were.
It's fun, man. It really is. I don't use it as a crutch. Like, I can get more kills with spec than I can with stasis, but it's just so fun.
If your spec hits, yeah.
Yeah, if my spec hits, exactly. I have definitely pushed people off of the map before they die. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm curious to see how this all plays out. I'm honestly...
They're definitely heading in a better direction for sure.
They are. It's weird, man. It almost feels like they were actually listening.
Huh. It's crazy.
Almost like they said it before, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, shit. So you do some scrims and stuff. You involved in like the T-show scrims and stuff like that?
Yeah, I help run them.
Okay. That's way better, actually. I need to get into one of those one of these days.
Yeah, you should definitely hop in. They are very fun.
I just watched you get shatter dive so hard.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. So, I've been seeing this float around Twitter. What are your thoughts on it? The argument of Chaos Reach and Geos is worse than Stasis.
I will agree on that to an extent. So
Okay.
for a game mode like Trials, it is definitely worse when one super can win the entire game for you. With a super like Chaos Reach, you cancel that, you get it back at third bar. You only need to get 70% compared to the 100% every other super in the game has to get.
Right.
So the fact you can keep repeating it and winning rounds off of one person's super is just a little bit too broken.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Mikowski earlier, and he was in a comp game, and there were 2 Chaos Reach Geos on the other team. They got
Yeah.
their super 5 times.
It's bad in comp, because comp you get more kills than in Trials, but it's the same thing, the supers win the games.
Right. They won, but it was just disgusting. Like, they were hiding
yeah.
and 3
It's
peeking and
tough.
waiting for it to build, and it was filthy. It was 2
Yeah.
Chaos Reach and a Behemoth.
Oh yeah, that's like the worst combos when you got the Stasis Titan with the Chaos Reaches. It's usually 2 Behemoths.
Yeah. Usually 2 Behemoths and a Chaos. I've gone against 3 Chaoses, and that was horrendous.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Mac Truck.
Hey, what up, man?
You fall asleep?
No. I'm editing a video, so I concentrated. Yeah, my bad. It's all good.
No. You're good. We just started. So,
Solid.
you're here now. Myrin, Calico, Myrin.
Sup, buddy?
We were just chatting about how Chaos Reach is worse than Stasis.
I wouldn't go that far, but in Trials, if you 3-stack it, yeah, it can be just as bad, if not worse. Actually,
Yep.
probably worse. I'd probably rather play against triple stasis.
Right? See? Can you ask Cal how he becomes such a force that each step can cause a rip in time? That's Annie Open Peacekeepers. I can answer that one. Tell Cal to post his OnlyFans.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Let's go. Cal, you want to do your introductions real quick? Who you are, what you do for the fans out there?
Sure. My name's Calico. I am taking a gap semester right now. I go to school for computer science, computer programming. I play Destiny 2. I main Titan. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Calico, and basically all I do is troll people and have fun.
That's probably the most accurate representation I've heard about you. I troll people. Yep.
Yeah,
How long were you
it's
banned from Face It for picking up heavy?
I was banned for a week.
By the way, that was brilliant. I was watching it.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Definitely good times.
Which is pretty funny because I was watching Mighty last night and he was playing with Zane and a couple of other ones. And Zane was picking up heavy and he switched over to Stasis. And
Oh, no.
it was a super scuff. Like Zane was in the wrong VC.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Reactor was mad.
Yeah, if too many people do it, it devolves into a problem.
It devolves into a shit show.
Yeah, it definitely gets scary.
Right. Well, shit. Obviously, you main Titan. Cal, are you still running the bottom tree striker?
Bottom tree striker. Yep. Favorite
Okay.
class of all time.
Have you tried Behemoth? Is it not fun?
I have. I like Behemoth, but I'm not. It's gonna get nerfed. I don't want to get used to it. That slide is very addicting.
Yeah, I believe it. It's like Dune Marchers on crack.
It's double dunes. Yeah, insane.
Well, shit, I think actually it's going to be... I mean, you played Striker before nerf and post nerf, didn't you?
I played striker. I played Sentinel in year 1 because Sentinel was just far better, and then they buffed Striker and Forsaken, and then I started maining Striker. And I main Striker since Forsaken came out, but I played a lot of Warlock since then too. So I think my Warlock is just about as good as my Titan at this point.
Interesting. I didn't picture you as a Warlock player. That's new for me.
Not bad.
Not bad. I dig it. Although, there's never a Titan in Face It, and there's Warlocks everywhere, so kind of makes sense.
And it's easy to drop a healing rift,
Right. We were talking about... we can dive back into what we were talking about, and Myron and you as well. We were talking about the changes that are coming next week. How y'all feeling?
Oh, great.
Very
Fantastic.
excited.
There's nothing wrong with them at all. There's a couple things that still need to be updated. The Titan slide in Behemoth needs fucking... I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think it should be able to be activated unless there's like a stasis crystal nearby. Like I had an idea, like how that thing works where you get damage resistance by being next to like a crystal.
Yep.
I think it should be like that. You shouldn't be able to activate that slide because it's only utilized for. It's supposed to be utilized for breaking stasis crystals, right? But no one uses it. It just uses it as a movement ability because you move so fast. The game can't even register, so you just start lagging everywhere. But if you were next to like a stasis crystal, you should get like the buff, like you're able to slide all over the place and shit.
Okay. I kind of like that idea. Myron, you got anything to add to that?
I'd agree with that. If anything else I would add is probably just instead of the 2 slides, maybe just 1 before the cooldown.
It needs to
So
go.
again, if you're just using it for a movement, the 2 slides is a bit powerful for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the weird ones though. Like I use stasis on Hunter, but I don't shatter dive. Like for kills anyway, I should say. I use it to drop myself out of ego lanes more often than not, but so I'm a little concerned about the shatter dive nerf just for the fact of I use that shit all the time. I jump up, slam down, jump up, slam down.
That's how it's best used as a movement ability, not really to break stasis ice. It's a get out of jail free card, pretty much.
Yep. I'm
Yeah, half the time you get snipe is in the air, so
yeah, exactly. Where you ego jump around a corner and you're like, yeah, no, I'm and it's kind of nice though because I mean, Hunters never had a way to drop yourself out of the sky. Right? You double jump and it's just skeet shooting. They just sit there and all you see is the red dot just track you down until you're dead. Cal's one of the best dudes to talk about nerfs. All right, why don't you ask your questions, Mighty? Chat, questions are open for everyone. Feel free to type anything. It is open for all. And Cal, did you retweet the ScrimCast by chance?
Oh, yeah, I got you. I had a browser up. There we go.
I skipped your question. Oh, about the mouse. Zero wants to know how you feel about the G703 Logitech mouse.
I have actually no idea about mice. I just use a Razer Viper Ultimate Wireless and fucking that's it. I'm like hard brain dead when it comes to mice. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't follow the mice scene, keyboard scene. I just use a mouse.
You're like, this one feels good, and here we are.
This one feels great. Yeah. I have tried the Logitech ultralight wireless. Oh my god, it's not ultralight. My bad, super light. The new super light's amazing.
Right. Zero says if you told him to buy a RAT 8 Plus, he would buy it immediately. That's the Razer something, I'm sure. I don't know what the acronym stands for. Cal uses controller.
Yeah. Yeah, rock a scuff, yeah.
Hey, I respect it. I'm still rocking that OG PlayStation controller, so the rat is awful. Okay. Myron, obviously you're on controller. What controller you run?
I use the C40 from Astro.
Okay.
Not bad, buddy.
Not bad. Better than flat. So let's dive into aim trainers. Obviously, Myron. Well, first, Myron, why haven't you switched to MK? Just not interested or what?
I came from a console with Destiny, so I just kind of just stuck with it. That's what I was good at.
Feel that. That's what I was good at. That's what I stick with. I'm an old man, and I can't figure out keybinds. How's that?
That's fair.
But in Cal's sake, how you feel about aim trainers?
Aim trainers. I think they're really good it's really good for like a warm up, right? If you're like playing a game or whatever, but I don't think maining them is going to get you anywhere. A lot of people, they get really good aiming in the game they want to get good at by playing that game they want to get good at all the time, practicing their shots, basically utilizing the game as its own aim trainer.
Okay.
That's how a lot of people do it.
Yeah, I dig that. Run into PvE to figure out how to do it.
I mean,
or just,
Destiny, you can utilize whatever,
or just tank your KD.
Swap to an SMG, just start jumping around the air, getting scary, and just like trying to aim at people, like floating, going to below you, treating them like ants, stuff like that. Like Ten's like one of the probably arguably the best Valorant player right now. He's like has the highest score in like a bunch of aim trainers. and his aim transitions so well to Valorant. It's like unreal. Like it's inhuman. Some of these players that are able to utilize aim training, so they're definitely good. I wouldn't main them though.
Right. Gotcha. Don't tell Patty Cakes that. He clocks like 5-6 hours a day.
Yeah, crazy.
On Kovacs.
Maniac.
Every time I log in, I see him on Kovacs. I'm like, dude.
Unreal.
He lives in it. But his shot is just insane. Like, you slide around the corner and his head is there. Ask what they think. Ooh, that's actually... We should dive into those, Mighty. Thank you for bringing up these dope-ass questions every time. So Mighty wants to know what you guys would think of a Hunter Gauntlet exotic that keeps you ADSing even when double jumping.
That would be really strong.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's similar to that the Warlock does the float.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would be broken, but it would definitely be probably something people would use over Stompies.
Do you think it could be a good replacement for Stompies?
I wouldn't say replacement, definitely be on par with it though.
Okay. I dig it. Cal, how you feel about it?
What's the question again?
Mighty was saying, what do you think of a Hunter Gauntlet exotic that lets you keep ADS even when double jumping?
That sounds really, really annoying. I don't like that.
It could compete with Dragon Shadow and Stompies.
That
I
sounds
see it.
so annoying to play against because normally if a hunter jumps, right, you're tracking their arc, you're tracking their the arc. They're not going to be able to move in that time span of that arc unless they shatter dive. And
right.
Some people, you'll get cut off guard sometimes because some players they'll use triple jump, and then it'll just be like, oh wow, he has triple jump. He'll just jump forward. You think he's gonna have that same arc, and then he just jumps again. You're like, oh, okay, weird. But if he can ADS that entire time, that'd be, I don't know about all that. That's
I don't know about all that.
That'd be annoying to fight against.
But it would replace something like Stompies. So, is it worth the movement loss? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely not worth the movement loss. It'd be a niche exotic, but a very annoying exotic.
Like Athrases with their super weighted knives.
Insane.
It'd be nuts with a shotty. Yeah, no doubt. All right, so we talked classes. What weapon types do you guys main? What's your main loadouts for scrims, for tourneys, things like that?
Scrim tournaments. Right now, if it's not banned, it would be Dead Man's Tale with the Catalyst and Fellwinners, because it's the best gun in the game, in my opinion. If it is banned, I'd probably go any 120 hand cannon with explosive payload on it. So True Prophecy opening shot explosive payload would be nice, or the Trials hand cannon, which are Rampage.
Dude, I love the feeling of the Igneous.
Igneous is amazing.
Feels so good.
Oh yeah.
Myrin, what you running?
I run for scrims and whatnot. I run the Dire Promise and Adored.
Well, that's original.
Yep.
I respect it. I love my Dire. What's your role on your Dire?
I have a Snapshot Under Pressure.
Under Pressure. Interesting.
Very good controller perk.
Huh. I mean, I'm a big Dire person, but I'm a big fan of the rangefinder. What is my role? Snapshot rangefinder.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of rangefinder for the extra zoom, which gives you more flinch.
Interesting. All right, we'll keep it rolling. Cal, I do believe you have a tournament to talk about.
I do. I'm hosting the prize pool was at 1,800 because of the generous people that decided to donate. But my PayPal ended up getting locked because some people didn't use the correct format, and PayPal thought I was scamming people out of vacuum parts. And long story short, it took 2 days to unfreeze that, and the prize pool is at 1,300, holding this Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. It's going to be really good. A lot of people are coming out of the woodwork to play in tournaments again. Zombalam is playing in it. Panda's playing in it. Onyx, Walla, Boy, Searu. A bunch of other really good teams are playing it. It's going to be really fun to cast it.
They thought he was a drug dealer. Yeah. I mean, he still could be. He just wasn't smart about it.
They thought I was some maniac, dude.
He was moving big product. I was telling Myrin, I saw that Velm, Guildarts, and Shy are actually going to be playing in it as a team.
That's a good team.
Dude, I haven't seen Gil play in so long.
Yeah, Guild's nuts.
He is. But I haven't seen him touch any of the scenes in, God, years. Mighty's
Yeah, he
playing?
quit. Yeah, he switched to Apex. He's Apex Predator on console.
Course
Pretty
he is.
good, man.
Of course he is. Everybody
Yep.
switched to Apex. Let's be real.
Great game.
It was either Apex or Val. And then Myrin, you have a tournament as well the day before.
Yeah.
Same. What's your guys' rule sets? Pretty standard?
I
Anything
believe it's
off the wall?
basically the standard rule set. Yeah.
Okay.
Face it type.
Cal, any interesting parts of your rule set, or is it just
There are
basics in a nutshell?
There basically are a couple interesting rules. I removed the rule where you're not allowed to switch exotics mid-game. I never liked that rule because there's a lot of exotics that basically their entire purpose is to buff your super, and you're not going to wear them over the movement exotics, right? Also, limiting people to only be able to use one exotic like in per team, I thought that was stupid. If you want to run 2 warlocks, you'd have to run a transversives and an Ophidians. You couldn't run 2 transversives, so I removed that. You can run two transversives if you want. There's 120 per team. I removed all sniper mods, so all scavenger mods for snipers are gone. So if you want to utilize your sniper a lot, you can't just walk around the map double body shotting people the entire game because you're only going to return one.
I like that.
You got to use your shots.
That's good, actually.
Yep, you got to use your shots wisely. You know,
You can't just stack.
Yeah. If you want to play Striker Titan, you get super. You can switch to Eternal Warrior if you want to. If you get Stormcaller, you can switch from Transversives to Crown of Tempest if you want to. I want it to be. I want people to utilize the toolkit to the at least competitive speaking. I don't want people to just fucking fly around the map with grenade launchers or anything. But there's exotics in the game that are utilized only to buff your super, and they're not being utilized. So I want to see how it goes.
Right. Interesting. So you're down with the whole super buffing.
Yeah, I like it. It's good.
It adds to the space magic. I like that. I do like that, actually. I'm a big fan of being able to swap around,
Oh yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. Good. I'm excited to see it, dude. I was looking at a lot of the people that were playing. I was hanging out in Red's chat earlier when he was practicing against Pantho. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty fun tourney, dude. It really does.
I hope so.
So you said you're allowing Eternal Warrior?
I'm allowing Eternal Warrior. I'm allowing every exotic in the game, pretty much, for the exception of Dead Man's Tale, Last Word, Arbalist. I was on the fence about allowing Telesto or not, but let's be real, no one's going to win a tournament with Telesto. It's just going to be annoying. It's not going to be no one's winning a tournament with Telesto. So I didn't have a reason to ban it. I'm only ban things I could see in a good player's hands. Yeah, this is going to be unreal. If a really good player uses Dead Man's Tale, they're going to beat any player in the game. They're going to be able to 1v1 chow anybody, be able to win it. So
yeah,
good.
I feel that. Mighty's asking, who do you think the winner is going to be? Who are your predictions?
Predictions. I think the strongest team in the game right now is Walla Boy and Searu uncontested. That not out of bias. It was just the best team that can compete. With Vince Sonic Panda back in the day. It's the only team that really could compete with them. So just going by off that alone would probably be them. And then close second, mentioning Panda, Onyx, and Pantho's really, really good. I could actually look at the bracket right now. I haven't really paid attention to it. Where would it be?
That is a good question. So while you're searching that up, Mighty's asking, are you allowing double exotic guns?
I mean, it's not banned. So if you want to run double ace, you can double ace, in a 120 if you wanted, but you don't have Icarus. You're not gonna be really mobile. So if you want to run double ace, go ahead, but I don't really see a point.
I dig it. And then while you're looking that up as well, Myrin, have you seen the bracket for Papayas?
I have.
How you feeling about it? Who's your predictions for yours?
I'm gonna aim for a second because again, Boy, Walla, Searu are on a team, so that's not beating them. But I'll aim for a close second. So that's
There
my
you go.
guess on who's gonna win.
Who's your squad?
I'm with Sepper and Rezo.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a solid one. That's gonna be solid. And I'm
Not
guessing
bad.
Cal, you're not playing in yours.
No, I'm gonna be too busy casting it and probably having to moderate it because probably gonna be some issues.
When you bring
And
money
people-
like that out, for sure.
Yeah, there's always gonna be somebody disputing and being, annoying. So we'll see.
Bro, we did a $200 Gambit tournament, and we had people like sending us clips,
I can't even imagine.
and they were like, "This looks like cheating." I was like, "No, that looks like you just missed your Black Talon." And that was a $200 Gambit tourney. I was like, "Are you kidding?" So I can't even imagine, dude. At a K plus, this shit's gonna be wild for sure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching both. So chat, the links are there. The T-Show tournament is probably going to be casted over the talent show Twitch, right?
I'm not actually sure. I don't know if we have a Twitch.
I know you did. I thought in previous, I should say. Maybe not though.
It might be through Papayas, 'cause it's not a direct talent show tournament. It is her tournament.
Got it. Yeah, if you want to send Zero the tourney you're playing in this weekend, are you just going to be streaming on yours?
Yeah, I'll be doing it on my own Twitch.
All right. So chat, if you guys want to catch the tournament on Saturday with Myrin playing with Sep and Rezo, click his link, go follow, and then Calico will be hosting his and moderating and doing all the work on his on Sunday.
That'll be fun.
Dude, I'm looking forward to both of them. It's a busy weekend for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's a busy weekend. All right, let's keep it rolling. So, I'm kind of liking the tournament talk. Any maps that you guys added that are not the original, or not off the norm, I should say?
I was on the fence about allowing rusted lands, but then I imagined how it was back in Forsaken when we tried it out, and it just ends up devolving into people sitting in the back of the map waiting for sniper, yada yada. And Destiny is really lacking in its game modes. There's no real objective. When you have basically team deathmatch, that's what the game ends up devolving down into at the end of the day, is just people sitting in the back of the map waiting for sniper to get a pick, waiting for long range weapon caveman to get a pick. And you can't allow certain maps because it ends up ending that putting it into that caveman like aspect a lot sooner. So the base maps unfortunately are basically the only ones that I can use. If zone control comes back, rusted lands 100% is coming back. That would be amazing. Cauldron probably come back for zone control, but then again you'd have to switch it to 4s, and Destiny 2 is super fast, way faster than D1, so you wouldn't be able to. It would be weird. I think 4s would be too chaotic.
I would probably agree with that. 4s would play well on the bigger maps like Rusted or like Twilight Gap and stuff like that. But I think as 3s, it might be.
It would be rough.
Like the smaller maps, it would definitely be a little bit more painful, Myron, what about you? Are any of the maps different on Papayas?
I believe they are the normal 4.
Gotcha. The Endless, the Jab, the Dead Cliffs, the... What am I missing? Endless, Jab, Dead Cliffs, Burnout.
Burnout, yeah.
I had to think about that. I don't know if anybody doesn't pick Wormhaven. I think Wormhaven's actually a pretty fun map. I will die on this hill.
Not in between. on it.
Wormhaven's not bad. It's not bad. The issue is those big ass back areas that you can just camp in the entire time. If it was control though, you can't really do anything. So zone control would solve that issue. Bam.
Bam. So is your tourney actually including like other game modes, or is it just Clash?
Clash. Unfortunately, base control, just caveman ends up devolving into people sitting in the back. Not even trying to play the objective because they can still win even if they have one flag. They can still win. It's like not casual domination. It's kind of rough.
Right. Dude, I'm laughing right now. I'm watching your clip, Cal, and this was when you were doing that scrims.
Oh yeah.
And you picked up the 1K voices, and you were using Mountaintop, and I was sitting in stream for that one, and it Dude, I was dying. I was rolling.
I was malding that day, dude. I played against Stasis Behemoth in a sweat, and I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Whipped out the cheese loadout, went hardcore.
Mm-hmm. We so the first week that Stasis came out, or second week that Stasis came out, we had Kami on here, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna allow Stasis. It's in the game. Kami's like, on Behemoth, and I was like, sure. And he was playing. We were on Jav, and he got a double annihilation with it. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. I was like, and I don't know if we're gonna keep allowing that as much.
Oh yeah, dude. Man, there's some things people can do with certain classes in this game that just make you want to rip your hair out. Unreal.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Never in a million years, but I think Well of Radiance would be abused, man. It's like throwing over.
Dude,
it's insane. Like, yeah, it's like at the end of the day, I encourage people to utilize like toolkits and utilize strategy. But at the end of the day, like at the highest level, the game always devolves into like caveman. Like whoever has the best gun skill, best team coordination, yada yada. That's what really matters. It's not really strategy. It's unfortunate, but
right.
The caveman strategy always wins.
It does. Push together, shoot together, tap together, walk away.
Push together, shoot together, don't miss. There you go. Caveman optimals, dude.
Caveman optimals. All right, let's dive back into some questions. How you guys feeling about next season? Is there anything you're hoping for that they haven't mentioned yet? Anything that you haven't seen yet that you kind of got your fingers crossed to?
Hopefully, some version of an anti-cheat. Hopefully, maybe one day. One day.
Definitely a priority.
Yeah.
That's too easy though. That's too easy to do.
Yeah, man. Probably 120 nerf, maybe like cutting the range and like by a third or something like that. Maybe buffing 140s to 2 head 1 body to make them more incentive to use them.
Right.
Like what's the point in using a 140? You're gonna get hit 3 headshots straight, where you could just use a 120 that has the most range in the game, most aim assist in the game, and you only need 33% headshot accuracy in order to get a kill. Pretty insane.
Right.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense from a balance perspective, in my opinion.
I can see that. Myrin, what else you got? I mean, the anti-cheat's the easy answer.
Yeah, something we're definitely lacking in is PvP maps. They cut out about half of them. None of them were good, really, but we're definitely lacking in that department.
Man, that's the easy answer, too. I want to hear something like... something that we haven't heard a million times on Twitter.
Maybe weapons, like raids. I'd love to see King's Fall come back. I know they're bringing back Vault of Glass, but I played the living dog shit out of Vault of Glass, and I probably don't want to play it again. I played it for 3 years straight. It would be good for new players, but for veterans, I'd like to see King's Fall come back with the original challenges. That'd be awesome, with a refreshed loot pool, because its weapons sucked.
Yep. I mean, I loved King's Falls. At the very least, my main sniper was the Yasmin.
With some exceptions, yeah, like the pulse rifle with Firefly and the sniper were amazing, but everything else, like the scout rifle was kind of, the auto rifle was really bad. The LMG was really good though. Yeah, I remember that. I forgot what it was called.
I can see it. The rocket was super cool too.
The rocket was pretty cool.
But we kind of have that with fuck. I am completely blanking out right now. It's been years since I've touched D1. I have to open up Dim and look at what I was running.
Yeah, the sniper was Yasmin. I forgot completely what the LMG was called.
I also forgot that one.
The only reason I knew it was Yasmin is because I got that and I never took it off.
I missed those designs. Those were really nice weapon designs.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Very unique.
I mean, with the content vault and the fact that they're bringing back Vault of Glass, do you feel like we're going to see a return of like the Mythoclast and stuff?
Oh yeah, they can't bring back VOG without MechFX Mythoclast. Hopefully it's really overpowered.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Hopefully it's pre-nerf.
Thank you.
I hope
Sergeant
it's overpowered.
Provided the name. It's Quilliam's Terminus.
Terminus. Oh my god, horror. Actual horror. That thing was unreal.
Yeah, that was nuts. I hope they bring back pre-nerf Mythoclast, because that shit was so much fun.
it's going to be on challenger mode, so it's going to be really hard, like off rip. So I think they should be on challenger mode for a week, and if you get it in that week time span, it should be absolutely broken, and then they should release a patch like a week later that patches it, just like how they did in year one. It'd be
to
awesome.
the equivalency of like a laser tag weekend.
Oh yeah, dude.
With a class.
Just make it the most overpowered thing in the world. Just hey, dude.
Just
did
be
the
like,
hardest
this is
activity.
what we dealt with pre-nerf, and here you go now.
Yeah, dude. Because I remember that thing. I played during that time. I didn't get it, but I played during that time. I played against people that had it, and that thing was that was when most people were pretty bad at the game too, and even the really bad people were just destroying with it.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts for sure.
Unreal.
Let me scroll up a little bit because I saw a question that floated in. Where did it go? Funky Probe had a really good question. Let's talk crossplay. How do you think it's going to work? Do you think the game's going to be balanced for crossplay? And how do you think it's going to play out?
If I'm playing with like a console buddy or anything, it's probably going to be like a friend or whatever. You know, if I don't think a lot of console people without an anti-cheat are really going to want to play on PC matchmaking. That's going to be scuffed because they're putting in DDoS protection for console next season. So they'll already be cool there. They don't got to deal with cheaters. They don't got to deal with getting their internet hit offline. So I don't really see a reason for console players to play on PC matchmaking unless it's like they just want to play with like their friends.
I mean, there's a lot of friends, you know, that are still on console that never got a chance to switch over to PC when you switched over. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
In general. So I think I can see a lot more in there. Myron, how are you feeling about crossplay? Do you think it's gonna work?
I mean, yeah, they are making it opt-in, right? So you have to play with a PC person to be in PC lobbies.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the good play. That's a good choice there. So I don't want to be forcing console players to play against cheaters and all that.
Oh yeah, that's messed up.
That would be very bad.
That's messed up.
They got enough for their DDoSing over there.
The new Xboxes actually are having a lot of issues with cheaters as well.
Are they?
Yeah. A lot more aimbot, a lot more like wall hacks, stuff like that. It's pretty wild. Yeah.
Insane.
They're actually selling controllers now, or controller plugins that you can set up aimbots that have preloaded adjustments on them. My
God.
Yeah.
Things are getting so advanced now. It's really hard to manage.
It's pretty wild. I mean, it's gaming in a nutshell, you know. I look at it back in the day and I was like, who of us didn't have a Game Shark?
Oh, dude, I had a Game Shark. Yeah, I played Super Nintendo. I didn't play. My parents basically like hand me down consoles, like gave me regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo. My dad had a Game Shark. It's awesome.
Yep. I had one for my Game Boy.
Yeah, it's like cheating in single players is perfectly fine though. Like I cheat all the time in single players. I 100%ed Skyrim on PC and then I just mod the living hell out of it. Just go hardcore. I cheated in Minecraft, you know, get like modded clients and stuff. You just go crazy with nuker mods and stuff. It's awesome cheating single player games, like to mod them and whatnot.
Yeah, but it fucking sucks in games like these, you know.
Yeah, because a lot of the time, more often than not, a lot of cheaters, they have a complex where they genuinely think they are like that good without cheats, you know, but they're using cheats obviously to get to that level. They have a weird complex about themselves.
Yep. So we had a good suggestion about cheats last week. They said instead of an anti-cheat, what if Bungie dropped in a kill cam?
That would definitely help with a lot of false accusations for sure.
Do you think that would mitigate cheating? Because I mean, you could be able to see if it drags on someone's face.
I mean, yeah, it would, but then again, like it all comes down to being able to like click the report button and report them anyway. You know that most cheaters that you click the report button on and they're still playing 3 months afterwards, the same hardcore dude, just not giving a flying fuck, just flying around the map, just going hardcore, still playing 3 months after the fact. So
yeah,
it's
need
weird.
more
It's
people.
like some get banned, some don't. So it's kind of wild.
Yep, it's all client shit. A lot of these people, they end up getting banned because they end up doing something hardcore. They end up accidentally reviving, ping pings the system. They do anything server side, they get pinged. If they keep it all client side, these people don't get detected, man. Like these people that they just wall hack with a controller, dude. They're never getting detected. It's never happening. It's all client.
So here's my thought though with that is I think that if you had like a kill cam, right, and you could see obvious tracking across the wall and pulled up, or like knowing that somebody is pointing up in the air as you're jumping over the like the archway or something, you know, you could clip it and then you could send it to Bungie's actual site with a post carnage. And I'm wondering if that would work a lot better than just hitting the report button and walking away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It would definitely help for like not falsely accusing people of cheating, you know what I mean?
True.
Like you can see them hit the shot instead of being locked onto your head. Then you won't be just calling cheater on everyone that kills you. So that's definitely a big issue as well.
I hate hearing that, man. There's like, because I play with a lot of people, obviously. I do a lot of comp help and stuff. And I hear the accusations all the time. That guy's cheating. I'm like, I don't know about that. And then every once in a while, you know, I'll slide out to the corner or I'll be crouched in the corner. And he'll come running off map, like, into me and turn and shotgun me instantly, like, knowing where I'm at. I'm like, yeah, that guy might know.
Yeah, that guy might have some juice, yeah.
But it's hard. That's our go-to, you know, when you start losing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, I play Titan. I have a get out of jail free card. Wall hacks they can only see you, right? They don't see shields through walls. So I often stay in a doorway. I'll be hiding I'll put my shield in the wall, but have just a little bit sticking out, and I'll hide behind that, start jiggling around. They come around the corner, they shoot me head level right where my shield is. You know, it's like, all right, yeah, this guy's obviously on the juice, so I'm gonna start sword peeking him, doing whatever I can to not lose this shit stain.
Right, especially in something like Trials.
Yeah.
And speaking of Trials, obviously it's on a hiatus. How are you guys feeling about the hockey lotto, the hockey casino?
I don't mind it, man. They shouldn't have removed Trials because of it. It wasn't that problematic, man. Like, some people getting free loot is a lot less problematic than just removing the entire game mode completely, where everybody can't get any loot, because they removed it. This is like the other weekend, like on Pantheon, it wasn't that big of an issue because the loot was ass.
Yep.
This loot was incredible, like the best loot period. The Depth Messenger, the hand cannon, dude. Like, everybody was playing, and then for them just to remove it, even after one day, they removed it. Unreal, dude. They can't do that.
Interesting. Okay. So we definitely partaked in the hockey lotto, but here's my saving grace on this, right? We went in, and instead of raffling and swapping out and stuff, we just wasted their time. We ran them or made them back out, and when you're queuing into Hong Kong with a VPN, it was like a 20-minute queue time.
I like that. That's funny.
So they waited 20 minutes for a match, finally got one, and then they had to back out every single time. And I think my carry partner went on he was on like a 22 win flawless card when we were doing it. And we just, like, every time they queue in, we would just wait, and then they would they would send the message to him because he had the hockey emblem on, and he would respond back and say, "Get fucked."
That's actually funny.
Out. It was fun. I mean, obviously it doesn't affect their card at all, but it wasted 20 minutes of their time each time.
That's funny. I mean, a lot of the time, these people, like, they spend 5 hours getting a flawless card, and it's like, dude, if you want to spend 5 hours getting a 1x done, go right ahead, dude. Have fun on that. Like, I don't see that as an issue. If it takes 5 hours for you to do that, like, what?
Yeah,
that's pretty. Like, that's a long ass 5 hours, dude. That's a part-time job right there for one card.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of time.
That should realistically be 5 cards.
No doubt. We were having fun with it, though. We were definitely. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Last week's first game, like, every first game was a hockey lotto, and as soon as we queued in, they backed out. And that was it. Literally every single time was, as soon as they queued in, they backed out. And I was like, all right, free one. It was like running a ferocity card, but with your mercy still attached. Yeah, it took, like, those guys were wasting like 5 hours doing it. So when we went in there, we were wasting another 20 minutes of their time, and they had to queue back in again. But what I wanted to do last week, and unfortunately it got canceled before I was able to, is we were going to go in stacked. We were actually going to do the lotto. Like, go full into the lotto, make them switch to their mains, then steamroll them. When they're like, all right, back out, then we would run through and just absolutely truck them. I think that would have been so much fun as a response, and then they canceled it like right afterwards. I was like, that sucks. But what do you think? So obviously, I mean, the Hockey Lotto was a thing. Do you think it was created because of the loot? Do you think it was created because of the game mode itself? Like, what could Bungie do to avoid stuff like that in the future?
Just not allow, if I don't know, dude, put an ID on each card, like first character ID 1, 2, 3. You can't join back on 2 or 3 if you're playing on 1. Like it's nothing crazy. Right now, the reason it's possible is because they patched it before where you could literally make an entire burner account completely and then do the hockey thing, stay in the lobby, and then log out to your other completely different account, completely different card, join back, and then you have that as your real card. But now you just do it by switching characters. It's even easier. Just have a burner card on another character. You have your real card on one, launch up on the burner card. If you don't match them, you just back out. It's a burner card. Who cares? You match the hockey emblem guys. You win the lotto thing. You switch to your main. Bam. It's like, how is that not patched, dude?
Right.
Like,
so I saw Dylan tweet something about that actually. He was talking about how it's because of the disconnect protection, but the disconnect protection is tied to every activity. It's not broken up for PvP, PvE, things like that. So like if they turned off something like if they turned it off completely, right, disconnected protection, it would turn it off for raids. It would turn it off for Gambit. It would turn it off for like Nightfalls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously could cause bigger problems.
They just need to make it character based.
Okay.
So that way you can't swap to your character with the burner, and you'd only be able to rejoin on the character that you left with.
Interesting. Okay. Cal, you got anything to add to that?
No, not really. That's pretty much my opinion. That's it.
Because I mean, obviously, when Trials comes back, they're gonna have to have some sort of a solution, right? I mean, that's next week.
They shouldn't have disabled it if they don't have a solution.
True. Or they disabled it because they don't have a solution.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only content we got right now is Trials.
Right. That's very true.
A lot of people make their money off of Trials too, streaming, recovs, all that.
Mm-hmm. Cal, how's the saltine crackers instead of recovs?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Thank God. You know, a lot of the people that, you know, people have their opinion on recovs, whatever. But the people that order, you know, for me or whatnot, you know, I was like, you know, I'm sorry, Bungie dropped the ball. If you want a refund, or I could carry it over to the next weekend. Everyone just carried it over to the next weekend because it's like,
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
It's crazy that I can't. They had 2 weeks to act like patch it, and then it comes back and it's even worse. They had it in for a day and it was crazy, man. The loot was unreal.
Yep. I mean, the loot was fantastic, dude. And the map actually, I like Midtown as a trial.
I liked Midtown. I liked it.
A good map,
we were dominating. It was so fun.
I knocked out like 2 or 3 recovs. I was stoked.
Dude, it played so well. I thought it was going to be horrible, but it was actually the best map of Trials I've played in a while. It plays so well.
The population is also fairly high because the hand cannon being at was it 3 or 5?
5.
Yeah, that being that early, it's obtainable for people, so they're actually playing instead of recovering and whatnot.
Yeah, I had a bunch of recovs that were like, I just want the hand cannon. I don't need flawless. And
yeah, most people are getting it for the pulse rifle because they can't hit the flawless, but they want the adept.
Yep, exactly. I just had a lot of people that were like, hey, just get me the hand cannon. And I was like, all right, bet. That's easy enough for me, you know. 5 wins is simple, especially when you get a free first game.
Yeah, and you're allowed to lose too. You don't have to reset.
Exactly. Serrana says, the lotto was created because the player pool was absolute garbage. The amount of cheaters in the early days turned away a lot of the casuals, and that left either the pros or the Jews. And with those two groups taking the core of Trials, it made it near impossible for lower class players to even compete. so they created the lotto for it. I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
I could see that. Obviously, to mitigate that, like, what do you think? We've been asking for loot for trials, right? And loot's here, and that's more of an issue. How do we get more people into trials? Honestly,
I think the thing is it's tough to say because if you make it too obtainable, then people are going to get the loot too quickly and never play it again. You know what I mean? So it's got to be difficult to get, but not unobtainable for everybody.
okay, I can see that. Cal, what do you think? How do we get more people playing trials so that we can avoid stuff like the juicers, the stacked ass cards?
More incentives to play. They need to get rid of the token system and make it like, I don't know, like a win-based system. I don't know. You get 3 wins, you should get like a trials engram, like a random armor piece or whatever. That'd be pretty good.
Okay.
Different system. The token system's horrible, man. It doesn't incentivize people to really like play it.
Yeah, people just farm tokens at that point and just one win, jump
like
off the map.
How boring it is. Yeah, how boring it is to just like, if you're a bad player, right, and your other friends are about the same as you, it's like, okay, you're not getting flawless. Or we can fucking determine that. But you can at least get some rewards, right? So you'll jump off the map over and over again on their first game of your card, and it takes you almost an hour and a half to 2 hours just to open up one engram because of the token system. It's like, come on, dude.
I heard one, or I saw one that was pretty good. It was talking about how the old Trials of the 9 weapons should be on wins. So not like tied to a 3-win, 5-win, 7-win, but like throughout the games that you play, you have a chance to get those. Kind of like finishing a normal Crucible match, right? And then it would give people more incentive to play it because they can still get loot out of it between those 3 points.
For sure.
What do you think about something like that?
Yeah, well, anything is better than what the current system is because it's taken it's really getting taken advantage of by cheaters, man. It's like unreal. People blame recovs for the way it is. Man, like, think about the percentage of good players that are able to get cards done consistently. It's pretty fucking small, like barely a portion of a 1%. And then you have the cheating issue where these cheaters are on these sketchy ass websites, these Russian websites doing $10 cards all day, going hardcore. It's like that pushes it up to more like 8%, 9% even. Where's that?
I mean, shit, dude. There was that one weekend before the hockey lotto. What was that, on Convergence? The amount of juicers that were out there, like, or was it the map before Convergence? It was a nightmare. It was like the one that was, you were either 3-stacked Savage or cheaters.
Oh,
it was
Exodus.
the Igneous Hammer.
Exodus Blue.
Exodus Blue.
Exodus
that
Blue,
one.
brother. It was so bad.
That was really bad. It's just recovs or cheaters. That's one of the two because nobody normal was playing.
It was rough. I jumped into it a couple times and I was like, this is fucking rough. Because I personally I like to do carries. I enjoy seeing people hit the lighthouse, I think it's fun to see him react for the first time at the lighthouse. And it was not the business.
Yeah, it was almost impossible to get carried on that weekend.
Yep. Mighty, to answer your question, no, they said that trials will come back on the 23rd when the stasis change happens.
They said we'll give us more information. They don't know if it's coming back.
Right.
That's the bare minimum it will come back is that weekend.
I thought they said it was coming back that weekend with the stasis changes.
I think they said maybe.
Interesting.
So they don't know if they have a fix for it yet.
Right. So Sergeant Cake says, what do you think is possible to rework the loot system? I'm trying to figure out that question.
That's kind of what we just talked about.
Yep. And he was saying for PvE mostly, but we're on a PvP podcast. I'm trying to scroll back to see if I missed any other ones. Serrano says trials will come back on Friday, but you must complete your flawless card in the first 4 hours. Give that time for the hockey to not work.
I think the same method is probably going to be enabled again, and people are going to find their way to weasel around it. People are smart. I'll give them that. That whole strategy is, well, that's not strategy, but that whole like concept is pretty intelligent. People will find a rework for it. Even if they think it's patched, they'll find a way to do it again.
Win trading's been a thing since Destiny 1, so
There's
always a way to do
it. It was a lot more coordinated, honestly, than it was in D1. D1 was like,
oh yeah, they're getting real advanced with it.
It's pretty wild. Just the amount of effort they put into it, you know? Actual emblems and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Mighty makes a good point. Now that it's known, people are going to find a way to do it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There'll always be a workaround. People are smart. People are creative.
Smart.
They have infinite time. The devs don't have unlimited time. People have unlimited time to discover stuff, so
right.
it'll get discovered.
Discover breaks and shit. How do you feel of Trials as its current game mode? Do you think that they should look into something like changes to it?
I think Trials is always meant to be elim. It's just how it goes.
Yeah. 100%. They can't change the game mode because that's what Trials is. They'd have to create a different game mode. I think comp, they should rehaul comp. I really enjoyed comp in Forsaken when it had control in it.
Okay.
And it was control in comp, and it had control, survival, and I think Clash. Clash was obviously
Did they have countdown in that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
they did have countdown.
Or was I'm not sure if they took that out.
Oh yeah. It was. I think it was year 1, right? Or was that?
Yeah, it's year 1.
Yep. I mean, call me crazy. I enjoyed Countdown.
I didn't mind Countdown. Countdown would have been good.
Part of it.
Yeah, Countdown would have been really good if the audio cue for planting the bomb didn't span the entire fucking map.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I loved playing, like, when you got Midtown, you knew it was Countdown, right?
Yeah.
And you knew where the callouts still to this day play in if you played it. It's Rugs or it's Market, and that's kind of where you ran to.
It wasn't bad.
It was not bad at all. You enjoyed it?
I did not mind No Radar either. Honestly, I didn't. I never really minded when the game was No Radar.
That added a skill gap for sure for sound and whatnot.
Yeah, I liked it. The issue was like the objective thing again. Like obviously, if you're gonna play, you play Call of Duty, right, and you're playing team deathmatch, obviously you don't have wall hacks on everybody. You don't have a radar on your top left. It only pings when somebody shoots. If somebody's not shooting, like there's no audio cue, they're just sitting in a corner. Yeah, it'll be annoying, but it's similar to how it was in Destiny 2, in my opinion. Like Countdown just didn't have an audio. Like it should have definitely had audio, like for planting the bomb. Maybe for planting the bomb, but if there was no audio cue on planning, it would actually be pretty damn good with No Radar. Yeah, very good.
So kind of like a SWAT game mode type.
Yeah, because imagine like
without.
Oh yeah, dude! Imagine like no radar. You're able to silent plant, and then a whole different strategy would be able to come out from that. You'd be able to fucking go we're gonna make this guy go invisible. He's gonna be the fucking bomb planter. We're gonna cover him. Yada yada.
So like True Seek and Destroy type.
Bait him. Yeah, actual game mode.
Interesting.
That'd be awesome. I don't see them doing that though. I don't see them ever doing that though, because people did not like No Radar, dude. I don't know.
They did not.
People weren't a big fan.
I enjoyed the shit out of Momentum. I thought Momentum was a ton of fun.
Momentum was awesome.
It gave me the Halo vibes because I definitely did a lot of SWAT tourneys back in the Halo days, and it was so much fun. It really was just like how easy or how much you had to actually like pay attention to your shots, and you had to pay attention to the sounds and the movements and shit like that.
Oh yeah, like Momentum. I can't believe it actually sucks that they removed momentum control because I really liked it. But if they were to ever bring it back, I'd bring out the Ace of Spades again. Ace with momentum Mori one tap. Amazing.
I dropped a Reaper with a Crimson in Momentum. I had so much fun with that. Like I was just running through, just like crimsoning people, and every time you'd get a headshot, your health would heal.
Unreal.
It was a straight just Slaughterfest. It was so much fun. But everybody was just running around with Jades, and I was like, Crimson, here we go. Alright, we'll do one more question, and then we'll jump into... Or one more question from me, and then chat. If you guys have any more questions to add, feel free to type. Otherwise, we're going to get into the practical right after this. So, if you could design one exotic, what would it be? And what would be the perk on it?
Huh.
That stuff.
One exotic and... Huh. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's definitely a thinker.
Yeah, I think that's a fun question to ask to close it out on, you know?
Huh, maybe, probably have to go submachine gun. Yeah, like similar to Huckleberry, but instead of getting Rampage off of a kill, you just get like a continuous stack that does extra damage by hitting headshots. That'd be awesome.
Yikes, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, like Antiope with Antiope scope, Antiope's fire rate, but every time you get a headshot, you get a like, small, like one damage increase every like couple headshots. It'd be sick.
My one from last week for this one was I want a true like vampire weapon, like a vampire hand cannon.
Oh yeah, like
where every successful headshot or like every fills your health bar up, right?
Isn't that Crimson?
Only on kill, and only on a
headshot.
Oh
yeah, okay, yeah. That'd be sweet.
But it'd have to have some sort of like balance to it. It would have to be something along the lines of like, if you miss your shot, it drains your health.
Oh yeah, like a touch of malice. Like if you miss, you lose. If you hit, and you get health back.
Yeah, that'd be high risk, high reward hand cannon. You know,
I can see them making that. It sounds annoying enough for them to make.
Myrin, you got one yet?
I'm trying to think of the most broken thing I can make. So I main snipers, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking something you get a few headshots, a headshot or two, up the rate of fire of your sniper, but it stays the same archetype.
Interesting. Okay. So like it's almost like a Suros but with a sniper rifle.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, I could see that either working or being just nobody touches.
Oh no, it would not work. It'd be broken as shit, and I love it.
Would it be just hits or would it be headshots?
I'd say you'd have to get at least a kill with it, maybe a few.
Interesting. Okay, so it'd be like more of a sixes weapon.
Oh, for sure.
Huh. I like that one. Mighty. Well, first, Zero says, how does he become like you, Calico? Because Zero is a Titan maid.
Man, learn how to use knockout properly. Learn how to use your no, that comes down to subclass. General Titan is learning how to use tower barricade. That's learning how to use your tower barricade. That's the biggest part.
Okay. Shields are overrated. I punch.
Because if you use a shield properly, you can put yourself in situations where it's a guaranteed trade, guaranteed jiggle peek, a lot of things. Guaranteed damage soaker. People throw grenades at it and basically waste them. A lot of things you can do with a shield that people don't really think of. Good stuff.
Okay. And then Mighty has the question of, if you could go to Bungie right now, what would you ask for? Besides, obviously, the anti-cheat, the maps. Those are the easy answers. Like, if you could walk into Bungie, sit down with Pete, and be like, hey, this is what we need.
Give me a dev account. I asked them for a back-ended dev account. That way I could, no matter what I do, I can just start flying around the map. No one can do anything about me. And I would be able to hard ban anybody that I suspect of cheating. Instantaneous.
Could you imagine how quick the player population would drop to zero?
I would nuke so many people when I play trials. A lot of people, they don't cheat against me when I'm on my main account. They don't cheat against me. Like, and I talked to Grenader Jake about this too. He was like, dude, I noticed I don't play nearly as many cheaters as you guys. Why do you think that is? And I was like, main account. Like, if they see the name Grenader Jake, they're like, oh, hold on there. I probably shouldn't cheat in front of 4,000 people, you know?
Right.
But when you're on a recov and your name's like Tommy Gunner 1957, people don't really care. They're just like, oh yeah, whatever. Tommy Gunner 357's a tryhard. I'm just gonna fucking turn this on real quick and go hardcore against him.
Interesting. I've never thought about it like that, but it makes sense.
When you're on a recov, dude, these people, they come out of the woodwork. It's mainly the hardcores. The hardcores that, they're on recos themselves and they're trying to hide it a little bit.
Yep.
They don't really. They're kind of smart. They know who not to cheat against. You cheat against somebody streaming with how many ever viewers, it's not gonna be a fun time for you. You just exposed yourself in front of a couple hundred people.
Yeah, then your name is known.
Then your name is known. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I saw that guy cheating on so and so stream. Isn't that guy's a rat bastard? You fucking throw him to the gutters, dude.
Right.
Screw that guy.
Don't mind me. I just sprayed beer all over myself.
Nice job.
I don't have a bottle opener down here, and I was like, well, I need to open a beer, so I just used my table. That was big brain. Myrin, what you got? What's your one request to Bungie if you walked in and asked it?
Oh man, it's not much I want besides the anti-cheat, so it is tough.
The anti-cheat is too easy of a question, or too easy of an answer.
Just remove everything's an easy answer, dude. It's all the main issues. Everyone wants them. Same thing.
So don't go with an issue. What's one quality of life improvement you'd like to see?
Let me think here.
Hitting him with the hard questions.
Quality of life, I'd probably say an engine change. Give me my frames back.
Okay, I mean they fixed that. It's
Somewhat
better now than it was.
Oh, it's definitely better. Yeah, but it's not like it was.
But that's supposed to give them an opportunity to improve on it,
Yeah, it's positives and negatives.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm making sure I didn't miss any more questions, and then we can jump into the scrims. Hopefully, chat's kind of quiet today. Hopefully, we have some people that want to fly in.
All right.
Chat's very quiet considering the last time we had you on, Cal.
Oh, that was definitely a blast. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah.
that was something.
Dude, my mods were handling it like a champ though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was not that fun. I shouldn't have any issues now though.
No, it's actually, I'm surprised at how mellow it is. I really am.
Eliminated a lot of bogeys.
A lot of AC 130s.
Oh yeah.
Praise me more. I don't know about that. All right, so we're gonna roll into the practical portion. Hopefully we have some students. Otherwise, we'll just run some scrims, have some fun, chat some more. Oh, I didn't answer what I would do if we went to Bungie. I would ask for Rift to come back.
Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that.
Rift was fun.
It's pretty good.
Give us something, and I mean like Rift in competitive modes. Give us something fun and different to play, than Clash with extra steps.
I actually, right? I miss Salvage. I feel like that was a decent game mode. Had an
Salvage
objective 3-3 Clash basically.
Yep. I mean, let's be real. Right now, it's Clash with more steps for control, and then it's Clash with less lives.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to switch over, gentlemen. If you guys need to go get a drink of water, use the restroom, whatever, I will kick you over my join codes. And we'll get into it. And oh my god, I get to play a fucking hunter today. I'm so excited. Because I have so many guests on here that are like, I'm a hunter. I'm like, fuck. Okay. It looks like it's going to be Mighty, Zero, and I don't know who the third's going to be yet, but they're both ready to rock and roll. You ready to play Face It? Alright, let's switch over. We'll be right back, chat.
Hell yeah, man.